thanks again.
No problem. Understand. All right. Summer is at attention, boy, I can tell you. She's she's not taking her eyes off that.
And so yeah, I guess
Okay.
we just kind of highlighted some questions that we wanted to just kind of review again from the previous one. We didn't want to have to go through the entire interview process again. So
Sure.
and then we had actually a couple additional kind of, I guess, follow-up questions that we kind of thought up of, and so we'll kind of ask those along the way as well.
Okay.
And so is it recording?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right. So just making sure. And so I guess we can start off with like a brief introduction. What your position here at Haas is, and then what your role is as a director of admissions and operations. I guess you gave away your role.
You gave me a role. So my role is director of admissions and operations, and the role includes not only directing the admissions process and all the bits and pieces that go into the admissions process, because admissions never ends. I mean, even though it starts in November, it ends in June for the students, you're continually working out the kinks and the details, and like the essays, it takes us months to decide what the essay topics are going to be. So admissions is always alive and well year round. Operations is everything, every day-to-day activity in our office. And then the other part is managing the student services of the office, managing how are students feeling, are they happy, satisfaction, customer satisfaction, managing case competition, managing tutoring, managing student organization. So my finger is in the bowl of many things. So as I think I may have mentioned earlier, my job handbook, which each one of us has, is 15 pages long.
Wow.
So, it's a variety of things, but it's all under the title of Director of Admissions and Operations.
Right.
Okay, so next question. How do you report to your supervisors, and how do you supervise others?
I report to my supervisor on a weekly basis. So every whatever day it is, Tuesday or Wednesday, we sit down and we have a check-in. So I will list all the things that I am necessarily needing her involvement with, whether it's her okay or this is what I'm thinking about. We will do a check-in, and during that time we may be discussing a variety of things, but it also include management and supervisory issues. If there's an issue going on and I need to talk to her about what's happening here in the office, I'll make that conversation. So I meet with her, but then on a day-to-day basis, if I have a question, I'll walk over and ask her the question, or if she needs something, we will sometimes just email each other, just depending upon what it is. But there's very much open door policies for both of us in terms of me going and asking her questions, or her coming over, or the staff coming in and saying I've got a question, and that type of thing. So was the second question about management style, or what was the?
How do you supervise others?
Okay, so the management style is very much open door. I do what I do with my boss, and that is I do check-ins. So every week I meet with each of the employees or the staff members, and we look at daily work, we look at goals, we look at projects they're involved with. I ask about issues, whether there's resources needed, if they're having a problem in an area. We talk about big picture, what's your vision, what do you want to be doing, what do you want to prioritize. So we have that weekly check-in, and then we also have the staff meetings. So that happens weekly, and it's all the staff together, and Erica and myself, and we talk about each of our areas. So if there's a question about scholarships and awards, then that staff member would talk about that, and then the staff member would talk about what's going on at admissions, and so we are able to kind of cross-train each other as to what's going on in our own special area, and also get feedback from them about, you know, what could I be doing better, you know, what do you think about this, and getting feedback from them. So so in terms of style, it's mostly open door. It's, you know, come in and talk to me, you know, get up and walk around, see how they're doing, appreciate them for what they are doing. You know, these people are incredibly seasoned professionals at what they do. They've been here for a long time. They don't need a lot of management by any means. They're very professional in what they do, and they have the student at heart. So there's not a lot of day-to-day kind of management that you would have if you have a new staff. They are very well trained, and that doesn't sound nicely, but they are they know what they're doing. So it's the beyond stuff that we work together on.
So for each like specific jobs and kind of roles in this office, would you say it's like really specialized, or is it really kind of people have a general knowledge? I think, like you mentioned, people were cross trained, and so that when a student comes in, if one person's kind of busy with another student, anyone can kind of come in and
pick up the slack.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's everybody is trained generally, so anybody could walk up and answer a question that you would have about your classes or about your interests, or, you know, how do I do this, or I want to do a petition, or whatever the case may be. But if you said, I'm going to go abroad next year and I have a really specific question about the country I'm going to, then I know that you probably should talk to Renee. Or if you need specific information about completing your degree and you're very concerned about how a class is being used, I would have you talk to Barbara. Student services, I need tutoring, talk to Dinko. So, you know, we share the information in those, but we also have expectations that people are specialists.
Right. Gotcha.